Hello, what is happening, everybody, and welcome to today's Reddit cast. This one was submitted by Mr. Lacey, a guy who's been with the channel for a good long while. He's been subscribed all the way back in the young days, about 2 months ago, I think even more, maybe even 3. So, we're going to be casting his game today. We'll submit it on Reddit. Cast it, the subform. So, if you have some awesome games which you would like somebody to cast, it doesn't have to be me in particular. But go throw them up there. We're always appreciative of new casts, so we're ready to go. Phoenix and the Queen of Pain have been picked up by the Dire as of right now, followed up by Phantom Lancer. We got Bristleback and Tiny picked up for the Radiant so far. So this looks like one hell of a matchup. This is true power Dota, as is a term that I've like to adapt in terms of when you pick big, strong fighting heroes. So when you play Power Dota, Necrophos, Tusk, everybody getting locked in all at once. So we're just going to be introducing them as we get into the game here. Bristleback is on GG. GG93. We will have a Sand King. Holy hell, that is something I'm very excited about. Mr. Sand King, Kawaii-chan. We also have the Abaddon picked up by Vampire Smile. Ember Spirit is going to play by Mr. Lacey, as he's going to be moving towards that mid lane. Siwi is probably going to be our safe lane carry this game. Having the Bristleback in the off lane is truly an advantage. And Fitz, out on the Radiant side here, is going to be playing the Mr. Tusk, aka Tuskar. Queen of Pain is going to be on mid lane, and I'm really excited to see this matchup. You don't often see an Ember Spirit versus a Queen of Pain, so I'm not going to predict on who is actually going to be winning that matchup. Nuclear Platypus is on Necrophos. What a name. Nuclear Platypus. That's one hell of a name. Phoenix is going to be picked up by only Podos. I'm not entirely positive what that means. And Legend, I'm just going to call him. That actually looks very dangerous, but I'm just going to go ahead and call him Legend. It's going to be on the Phantom Lancer because that's what it means in the English language. Feast. He's in a bit of trouble here. As he's trying to contest the first rune, Necrophos is going to be following up, but it is going to be going the way of the Ember Spirit. Even though there were 2 ranged heroes. One ranged and 2 melee with the Spirit Lance. There's really no point in wasting either too much HP or too much mana over that bounty rune. So Ember Spirit and Queen of Pain, they're going to be sharing runes. So on the middle lane here, it's all about who's going to get that first rune. Or not first rune, first bottle. And it looks like it'll be Lacey for now, as Queen of Pain is gone for the Tango Null Talisman double branch lineup. Up on the top, we will be having a tri-lane, trying to secure that Phantom Lance with some farm. Necrophos is going to be putting points into Heartstopper Aura, trying to bring Bristle and Sand King low, trying to deny him any sort of farm they can actually get their hands on. But that's going to be quite dangerous, though, up against the Bristle, who's just constantly going to be spewing out Quill Sprays. Abaddon and Tiny, they're going to be the dual lane down here on the bottom lane as of right now, trying to deal with this Phoenix, and this should not be a very gank heavy lineup. Abaddon, he does have some form of a nuke in terms of the Mist Coil, but it's not going to matter all that much when you have the Tiny. You really need something more. The top lane, though, is going to be very interesting. As of right now, Bristleback has got one last hit so far up against Phantom Lancer's one as well. He's not exactly been solid on the last hitting so far. Necrophos doing whatever he can. Oh, now the snowball is going to come out on Tusk. Are they going to get the kill here? That could be amazing if Fitz the first blood. Fitz trying to catch up. It's going to get Boar Struck, and this might actually be the turnaround kill. And it might be. Yes, it's going to be first blood. Going the way. No, it's not. Yep, it is actually. It was a split kill, unfortunately. So we are not going to see an actual first blood. Now the stun out on Phantom Lancer. They might be going back into this. There's no mana on him. Now Sand King trying to mana up. Cleverly denied by Legend. And he's just trying to create space for his Bristleback. Now going to be body blocking him all the way through the choke point. No rotation coming in from Lacey. As of right now, Bristle trying to chase him. Now they're pinging it out. They want Lacey to come up there. It's not going to happen. Sand King now finding a haste rune, but this could be dangerous. Now the snowball is going to come out, but Kawaki not too fast. I don't know if they're going to be able to bring him down. I don't think they will. Now Lacey rotating in, but so does the Queen of Pain. She's going to get chained. Does have a point in the Flame Guard in case he wants to use it, and looks like no kills would be exchanged as of right now. Lazy might be in a bit of trouble there. There's a snowball off cooldown in 1 second. Are they going to go for it? No, they're not. But they might. Not the Sand King. They don't have the vision for him. It's rather unfortunate, and he's just regenerating mana. Are they going to? Nope. He's able to just wander out of there. Lazy rotating towards that potential bottom rune that is sitting down there. As of right now, it is going to be the bounty rune. See we? Now Solo up against that Phoenix, and they actually got the exact same amount of levels. So they might want to rotate at least one down to him to try to secure him that farm. Because if you're getting out farmed by Phoenix, a solo offlane Phoenix, that's not exactly good. You got the Queen of Pain actually winning that middle lane rather solidly. It is ranged versus melee. That's one thing we can know for sure. Oh, chained up. Queen of Pain. She is going to be having trouble dealing with that Ember Spirit. Also because the magic absorbent is... Oh, Tiny actually went down to the Phoenix. That must have been the fire spirits. But yeah, the Searing Chains, it is going to be a problem because once he gets the Sleight of Fist, he's just able to Sleight of Fist then, Searing Chains, plus pop the Flame Guard, which removes any chance of either a nuke from the Scream of Pain or the Sonic Wave. Because if he just gets enough points into it, it's just going to absorb all of it. At least in the first couple of levels. And that is a ridiculously good spell up against Queen of Pain. She should win the laning stage, but once Ember Spirit hits that crucial level 6, he should be able to take her. Sanking's the only thing on level 2 as of right now. Is actually getting burned low by that Heartstopper. Back down on bottom lane, Tiny has found at least some form of support out from this Abaddon, who doesn't really do a whole lot with the Apothic Shield. Would pop that on Tiny as he's now maybe looking to go in. He's just sitting there attacking way too slowly. Abaddon going to be forcing him out. Ember Spirit is actually going to be dying down on the middle lane to the Queen of Pain, so that's going to set him back big time. In the meantime, Phantom Lancer pushing in top. See, I said level 2. This has been a very, very level weak top lane, a very, very fighting heavy lane. As Bristle is now sitting on 5 last hits so far. Phantom Lancer has caught up. He's sitting on 11. But you really want to get more out of a tri-lane. But then again, this is not the easiest tri-lane to lane against because Bristleback has the tankiness and Sanking has the mobility to just completely get out. So there is no killing. Sometimes, oh, it's Yui. Might be in trouble here. He could go for an avalanche. Is he going to go for it? There it is, but he's disengaging too slowly. Is Phoenix going to be able to find him? Yes, she will, and there's the sun. Abaddon trying to power his way through it, but I don't think it's going to happen. And is he going to get stunned by it? Yes, he is. This might be a kill for the Phoenix, a double kill. Now Queen of Pain rotating down, and this should be a sure kill. Is going to give it to the Phoenix. So he's now on a killing spree. 3 kills so far, and a double kill to boot. What a start from this Phoenix. Sitting on 22 last hits, top of the farm board, 3 kills. And could just go for a very, very fast Midas, actually, but has chosen to go for double ring of regen. Just to deal with that lane. Should probably finish up Triangles. She could with these. There's just a Sakura sitting there. That's a Tango. That could be problematic. Is it bait? It might be bait. Oh, that'll be so dirty. Sanking has rotated bottom, leaving Bristleback up on that solo top lane. That might actually be a problem for him. Phantom Lancer trying to get some damage and trying to get in front of him, but this might actually turn ugly for the Phantom Lancer. There's a Quill Spray online, and that's going to be a kill, is it? Double ganger? No, it's not. Bristle taking that kill. Lazy. Grabbing an Invis rune and now rotating towards that Queen of Pain on mid. This could be so dangerous for it. Actually, him, mostly. He doesn't have the level 6 yet. Does have enough points in the Flame Guard to be able to survive a Sonic Wave to the face, but not much more than that. Oh, they're setting it up. They're setting it up. Where are the chains? There they are. Stunning from Sand King, and this should be an easy pick-off for Ember Spirit to take. No, but they... Oh. The blink out. I don't think it was the best idea for Sand King to go into Sandstorm there. I think he should actually be able to do a lot more damage with his right clicks, but don't think it would have mattered regardless. So no easy pickings on Queen of Pain so far. If he had low mana, yeah, but also looks like now Bristleback is going to go down to top lane to this Tuskar. And I don't know if illusions actually stack. It should say specifically, yeah, light heroes. So they won't stack with it. Lacey not attempting to go in. Has not actually put... Oh, Phoenix is going to find another kill down the bottom lane, but she should go down now. Is she? No, Sun! Oh, this is problematic. Sanking, he's trying to hit it, but is it going to drop before he gets out of the stun range? Yes, he is. But Phoenix might be looking to go back in. Where's the Icarus dive? There it is. Sanking going to be eating a spirit, and then mega killing streak out from the Phoenix. What a start by her. 5-0 so far. And even going for the quick Dagon. Oh, this is a dirty build. This is a dirty, dirty build. And Bristleback getting that top tower deny is just... Alright guys, I'm tired of this shit. I just want to back off. And try to at least get something out of this lane. Oh, legend though. Phantom Lancer, he might be in trouble. He's going to be able to double gang up to the high ground. But he's gone down once, and Bristleback has only died once as well. Which is surprising for a tri-lane. But he's been able to cope with it really, really well. Especially a Necrophos tri-lane with the Tusk as well. They haven't been able to take more kills, but down this bottom lane, Phoenix showing so much dominance. Just going to go in with the Necros dive again. And actually going to burn the mana of the Tiny, so... He won't have enough for another avalanche in at least 20 seconds. And he might need the full-on combo. Phoenix should really get this Dagon now. The sooner Phoenix gets the Dagon, the bigger an impact it's going to have. Because as of this point, Tiny does not have a whole lot of HP. And likewise with the Abaddon. As long as he doesn't have board time, should be fine. Oh, the jump in on Lazy. There are the chains. Looks like he wants to turn around. Not going to happen, though. But is actually going to find the kill on the Queen of Pain. Not really a worthy trade, though, as Tusk just takes off with all the experience here. And that's exactly what Tusk needs. That is pretty much the only thing that he actually needs. It's that experience. Kawaii. Just going to be burning through a stack camp here. Fist. I don't know what the hell he's called. Tusk is going to be working his way down towards that bottom lane. There is a kill set up now into the sun. There's no damage onto the egg as of right now. And Tusk just jumping in for the kill. Stun not out on Tiny, but yep, there it is. Last bit of damage coming out. Now the TP coming out from Lazy. This might be risky though. There is a Sand King backing him up, but he only has the stun. Are they going to find the kill? Yes, they are. On a Phoenix. Bristleback actually getting Necrophos up in the top lane, but we're concerned with the chase on Tusk here. As the Searing Chains are going to come out, and we're going to quickly rotate towards that top lane and watch Bristleback die. Legend. Oh, he's solo. 10 HP. He could have switched it and actually been a bit more fine, but still, they managed to find a crucial kill on this Phoenix, who now does have the Urn of Shadows plus the Ring of Protection for the Tranquil Boots, Urn, and Dagon. And if you look at that right there, 2k ahead of a mid Ember Spirit. I mean, Ember Spirit is not exactly a solid farmer, but he should have some form of last hits. And this is not great for this Radiant side. So right now that they've just given this Phoenix so much. Phantom Lancer just now making it back to base. Not even so greedy that he doesn't even stop by the side shop just to TP back. That could save you a lot of gold, man. It's just going to be TPing back to lane. Actually back down the bottom lane, where they might be raiding for a pickoff here. There is a Sand King going to be jumping on the Necrophos. Does have the... Nope, he doesn't have the mana for the ulti. Tiny. Rotating as well. Here comes Phoenix. With that Dagon. The only issue is that this Radiant team, they're fairly tanky. They got 3 strength heroes and an agility. And the agility is rather tanky up against mana. Oh, where's the snowball go? That's on the Lacy, and he should be gone. There it is. That's the Necrophos ult. Right to the face, plus the Sonic Wave. Easy pick off there. And this is not exactly boding well. He's level 8, and he just went down for about 60. Oh, Abaddon committed suicide. For 60 seconds. Sand King, not exactly in trouble. He's not backed up by Tiny. I don't think, nope, range is just not long enough. Just out of range. Oh, Tuscan Necro, they're sitting on the low ground. You might want to charge up your ultimate soon. Essentially just going to be walking out of it. Now Tiny with a quad stun, but not going to be anywhere near enough. I think it was just because they didn't have any vision. Just stay inside of your sandstorm, wait for the Tiny to pop his avalanche, and then pop your epicenter because he had the mana for it. That's pretty much all you need to do to get at least a triple killer. Because on the flip side, this Dire team, they're not exactly tanky. Tusk going for another snowball. They're so greedy right now, waiting for it to roll. Actually, just under a creep here. Phoenix is sitting there with a double damage rune. She really wants to go for that Icarus dive. Does have the egg as well. Level 2 egg is gonna not drop just yet. So there's not an Icarus dive available. for at least 30 seconds. So this might... Oh, now jumping in. Where's the Egg Phoenix? You might need it. Legend is in trouble. He's going to be able to double gang it out. Same time as Tusk. Now the ultimate drop from Sand King. Unable to hit anybody. Phantom Lancer is not going to be able to make it out. Egg as well is in a bit of trouble. They're just going to be sipping away from it. They're so scared of that egg, and that's very, very understandable. Did actually let go of the Dagon, but no kills, so. Very, very messy initiation, but overall, Radiant came out on top in this sense. Lazy is now going to get caught, and that's going to be one dead Mr. Lazy. And that's even just a level 1 Sunray. That hurt. That hurt a lot. It does take 100 seconds for Sunray to burn you down. But, or not exactly 100 seconds. It does give you an extended about 15 plus 1% of that. Which means that I think it does about 20-30 damage a second. It's not a whole lot. We'll be able to see once he respawns what his health pool actually is. I can't imagine it's a whole lot higher than 600. Phantom Lancer, working his way down that middle lane. Might want to put some pressure on the tower here. Try to get that down. Now we can see it's literally 900. Alright. It is slightly later in the game. So he's sitting on 900, which means that I was... Never mind, just going to be watching Lacey try to engage with that Syrian Chains. It's still only level 2 and he doesn't have a Battle Fury, so not going to be able to do a whole lot. Lacey, he's just tanking at us right now. Does know he has a Remnant and able to make it back out for the Bristleback to actually reinitiate on the Phantom Lancer. They're going to be able to find the kill. Lazy is going to go down to Nuclear Platypus. But now the counter initiation unit from Bristle wants to get the kill on the Necrophos. The rotations are coming in though. Snowball out from Tusk. It's going to jump on Bristle. Necrophos, he's getting pinged here. They want him to go. Queen of Pain jumping as well is not going to be enough. Actually dropping a Baton Low. So that's one kill. Icarus stop on the second from the Phoenix. And this is a disaster game so far from the Radiant side. As Queen of Pain is closing in on an Orchid. And Phoenix is just going to be taking their camps. Tiny, there's nothing he can do. He's got next to no farm, and now the Snowball as well. Though there is the Sand King with an Epi in about 1 second. Is he going to let it rip? Is actually just going to toss? Tusk is going to go down. Likewise on the Queen of Pain. Phoenix is the only one alive. That was a nice little counter kill there. Trying to at least even the score somewhat. Phoenix is still sitting there. 8-1-1. Holy hell. This is one fat Phoenix. Take a look at GPM. Yep, sitting on the top there. Last hits has been taken over by the Queen of Pain. And we can see that by her inventory. As she's sitting second on the net worth. How is Phantom Lancer doing? He's doing somewhat decently. But the whole thing is that Phantom Lancer, Queen of Pain, those type of people, they're very, very good for farming in the early game. Tiny and Ember Spirit, they're not. Until Ember Spirit gets his Battle Fury, he is worthless. And that's nothing against the player, that's something against the hero. Is now maybe going to be Finding Phoenix? No. He's not good until he gets that first Battle Fury. Because that's what his entire line, or it's what his entire character is based around. It's getting that Battle Fury. Just because of the sheer cleave. Because as far as I know, it's actually 360 cleave. Oh, the jump in on the Phoenix. If they can get the kill, Icarus dive out of it all the way back. Sun has popped as well, but there's nothing they can do. Lacey is the only guy hitting on it. And he's gonna should go down off of this. It's actually just going to be able to soak up most of it. Not anymore, though. Phoenix is back in Legend. Going to be jumping on the high ground, but it might be a mistake here. Now the epicenter is going to fly on a Phoenix. They desperately want to bring down the bird, and there is no sun available. It's going to earn herself up. Now the snowball in from Tusk. Solo snowball. And now the rotation in from Necrophos. Legend as well, finding a kill. And Sand King, I think he's just hoping for, yep, just to blink out. 17 minutes, that's actually not half that bad with his score. Just skipped Arcane Boots, which is very, very understandable to get that quick blink dagger. Should be almost able to, yeah, able to TP out in a couple of seconds. Oh, Bristol, you in trouble. So in trouble. Jumping from the Queen of Pain plus the Snowball. Bye-bye, Bristleback. There is an ultimate available in case they want to use it, and there it is. He's not dead yet now. Now there's the kill, but a counter kill coming out from Lacey, taking a... Not exactly a double kill. Bristle taking home the credit for that, but that was as close to a double kill as it actually gets. Phoenix does have the Dagon online now. Second level Dagon. Third level Dagon. Holy hell. It's 600 damage right there. 600 nuke. Right onto potentially could actually bring down somebody like the Abaddon. Very, very close to it, at least. He doesn't even have border time. He's still level 5. He doesn't even have 100 experience per minute. I know this is a support Abaddon, but that is outrageous. 98, and that's actually still dropping. Where's he currently sitting at? He's just sitting in base. So scared to even leave the base. He's 0-6 at this point. Bristle gonna be working his way through a couple of creeps here. And that's the dangerous thing about the Bristle versus the Phantom Lancer, I think. It's just gonna be triggering Quill Sprays. Oh, Legend, now the jump in from the Sand King. He doesn't have an ultimate available, but they're not actually going to be able to toss Blink out from the Queen of Pain, and no engagement just yet. Necrophos, though, might get caught out. They got to make sure that that Reaper Scythe doesn't go on anybody. It's going to get caught up in the side of the Snowball. With the snowballing on just right on to Lazy. Phoenix as well with the egg. But the entire Dire team, they're dropping low. Sand King is trying to make it out, trying to find this Queen of Pain pick. Tiny doesn't have any more HP. Not going to be able to, or mana, excuse me. Is not able to bring down this Queen of Pain. Now the counter initiation, he's got to let the snowball rip, not even. Very, very ballsy play coming out from Queen of Pain, and it's going to actually be a team wipe. What a fight out by the Dire here. But they're not coming out as much on top as you would actually expect, because they're so low that they can't afford to push, which is what they really need to do after they take these fights. They need to take this early game. Big time. Because they only got the Phantom Lancer as a late game carry. Necrophos is amazing late game. Don't get me wrong, once he gets the Aghanim Scepter, no buyback is devastating. But this Radiant lineup, they have so much late game fighting potential, because Reaper Scythe is only going to go on one. And who do you pick? Do you pick the Tiny, who's going to be your main source of damage and potentially push? Or do you pick the Ember Spirit, who's amazing in the team fights and able to just pick off heroes like it's nothing? Oh, Phoenix is not going to be able to make it back out. Just too greedy, too greedy. Legends Wall is going to be disjoining here, as that's a nice little pick for sinking. But yeah, do you target the Tiny, who's good on the push and the damage? The Ember Spirit, who's absolutely amazing in the fights and the lockdown? Or do you pick the Bristle, who's their main tank, who's the guy who's going to be sucking up all the damage? That's the pick you're going to have to make. Who do you target with that ultimate? Tusk, he was looking for counter initiation. Was considering the snowball there for a second as well. Now Legend might get caught out here. Is able to just doppelganger away. Tiny is going to let an ultimate. Oh, no. Abaddon. That's a bad borrowed time right there, buddy. You're not low enough. Yep, he should be gone by now. That right there should be an easy pick on the Abaddon. And now the snowball as well. On to the Bristle. But now the ultimate coming in from Sand King. Holy hell. I just completely tripped over my own words there. And Queen of Pain taking another kill on Lazy here. He's not had a good early game. But yeah, nice initiation in from Sand King. Anticipating the Tusk snowball. Actually charging up the ulti before it went. And that's the dangerous thing about Tusk versus Sand King. He's not going to win it. No matter what happens, Sand King is going to come out on top. Just because everybody are going to be grouped up once the snowball latches. And if Sand King can kind of stay off in the distance and let somebody else get initiated upon, he can just blink, Bower Strike, or Epicenter, blink, Bower Strike. And then he's got it. It's going to be a team wipe. So Tusk has to be careful who he actually brings into the snowball, because there is not a whole lot of heroes you would want to bring into a snowball. Maybe the Phoenix potentially to save her an Icarus dive. Phantom Lancer perhaps, but he likes to engage, like from afar, and he's more pick off and split push oriented. Necrophos is not exactly a good choice because he doesn't like to be in the middle of everything, except when he gets off his Stealth Pulse, but that's slowly going to become redundant. And Queen of Pain, well, she has her own initiation. I don't think she likes being forced into a fight. And now they're gonna jump though. The snowball, they do anticipate, but it's just so fast. Gonna catch up the lazy. And there's the pick on him. So much damage coming out, and even the egg being committed. It's a bit off to the early side though. Yeah, Senking, he was looking for something, but not gonna find it. That was one fast snowball right there. That was a 4-man snowball, and Lacey, there was nothing he could do. He could have maybe popped remnants and tried to jump to him, but that's a difficult one to pull off right when you're getting charged. And that right there should be one mid lane tower gone, and the split push off from Phantom Lancer might secure a bottom lane tower. Bristleback in the meantime taking care of that top lane, so they're gonna get at least some form of redemption. And now Kraken tier 3s, 23 minutes in, already doing tier 3 damage. Currently, this Star team working so hard, and now the jump in from Sand King should have an ultimate available. Is not going to be able to charge it up because he doesn't have a blink dagger, so not exactly the best. The choice. Phoenix making sure that Icarus dive away, not going to happen. Toss up from the bat, and it's a snowball though. And who's it targeting? It's targeting Tiny, probably the worst hero he could target. Now the Epi, single Epi onto the Queen of Pain, and what a pick off there. What a messy fight by Dyer as well. It's going in one-on-one. Top lane is pushing as well, so that means they can put some pressure on that mid lane tower. Tiny's going to be rotating bottom to clean up those creep waves. And Lacey going to be finding himself a nice little invis rune. Nuclear Platypus, he does have the Ags available, so no buyback. No, that's on, hold on. It's level based. Okay, so it's only killed by Reaper 7. Now Lacey jumping in, they should be able to find this Phantom Lancer. Does have a double gang in about 2 seconds, so they gotta make sure you're up to get him before he gets that off. Nuclear Platypus, I don't know why he's actually jumping in. He's just sitting there, maybe looking for a deny. Is not gonna get it off, and he's gonna pay with his life. Phoenix does have a sun, might want to consider popping it as of right now. He's actually just gonna be jumping in for the Senking, gonna be finding that pick off. Does not have any Icarus dive for the next 30 seconds. Now the sun is getting laid down. Abaddon is gonna fall, and Bristle, they're trying to trap him inside the stun zone, but it's not gonna happen. No, the Walrus Punch now coming out. Icarus dive nice off from Phoenix. Reinitiation by the Queen of Pain, and they should be able to find him. Triple kill for Phoenix again. What a game by this Phoenix so far. What a game. 13-3-6 in 25 minutes with 100 last hits. That is ridiculous. Outfarming even a Queen of Pain. How's Tiny actually looking? He does have the Aghanim Scepter done, so his farm is going to speed up now. And once he gets that Yasha, he's able to engage a lot faster as well. He might be looking for Manta Stall just to let Ember Spirit deal with the teamfight damage, and then himself turn towards more the push or into the lineup. Queen of Pain, or not the Queen of Pain, excuse me. Phoenix is going to get brought down. Tusk, oh, they're looking for him. There's a blink. There is a stun as well. They could charge him an ultimate, and it looks like he is gonna. There is no lockdown though, but Tusk jumping right into him. Legend is going to go down, and it's going to be 2. And they're just not fighting as a squad right now. This Dire team. They're fighting 3-on-5. And that's not exactly a good idea. And apparently this is not a support Abaddon, because he just went Vladimir's offering. It's decent when you're dealing with the when you're close to the Tiny, but in terms of the Ember Spirit, that's not exactly a good pickup. It all depends on who they actually want to base their lineup around, and as of right now, I would say that the best bet might be the Ember Spirit, but then again, you know, it's a semi-late Battle Fury he's getting his hands on as of right now. Whereas the Tiny Ori has the Ags plus enough for a Blink Dagger. At least a couple of seconds. Bristle trying to deal with the push top while his team puts pressure on that bottom tower, and that should go down. They should actually even be able to push up further. The rotations are coming out, but it's, yeah, now they got to back off. 4 heroes on the bottom lane, and Phoenix going in with the Dagon. So now the Dagon is actually slowly starting to wear off. That's the unfortunate thing, even though it's a max level Dagon. It's not that efficient anymore. Which is why you gotta max it super early and then just disregard it later. Not entirely disregard it, but oh, Tiny. He might be in trouble. He's not even going to be able to take that little last hit there. Now the stun out on Fist. There's the Ice Shards on target. Where's the Snowball? There's the Spirit Lance as well. There's the Snowball on the Tiny. It's going to be trying to TP out Walrus Punch. Is going to be denying that. But the Craggies are real. Oh my word. Tiny's going to be able to make it back out. And now the stunning from Sand They're looking for pickoffs. They're looking for Fist right now. But he's getting healed up by the Sunray. Abaddon doesn't really feel like going as well. And looks like this Radiant team, they're going to be happy about just disengaging as of right now. Not a fight they want to take. Lazy putting pressure on that top tower. But likewise with this Dire team down on bottom. They're trying to take the tower. We're going to be at least working towards it. But it's going to be difficult with the deep push of the Bristle. And he's just going to be tanking up all of it. Legend is dropping low. He's got no items basically. No tanky items. Still sitting on below 1k health. And Lazy putting pressure on that top. No rotations. Do they even have TP scrolls? They got one on Necrophos. Now the jump in from Phoenix. It's just going to be Icarus timing all the way. And Lazy is going to be taking that top tower with ease, I should say. That's not a favorable trade. And now the rotation's coming in, but that's way too late. It's actually going to get cancelled. Now they're jumping in though. Lazy has to make it back. He's just going to TP back to the wall. Going to reach in a bit of mana before he makes it back into this fight. GG. Not really going to make anything happen as of right now. He's working towards an early Crimson Guard, and I really, really like that pickup. Even though there's somewhat heavy nuke damage, it's going to be so amazing up against the Phantom Lancer. The Apothic shielded him. The pressure is still being put on top tower. Lazy there, had he just been continuing to push, he would have forced out something. Because the TP was cancelled by Necrophos, so had he just stayed up there, he might even been able to put pressure on tier 3s, if not take racks. Ember Spirit, he finally got his hands on that Battle Fury, so able to do a lot more work in the team fights. He's going to be hurting so much more at this point, and also going to be increasing his farm by a rather significant amount. Jump in on Nuclear Platypus, plus the stun and the toss. He should almost fall. Force Staff as well. The Bashes, the Tree Bashes, and now the rest of the squad are going to be rotating. He's not going to fall, actually. He does have the healing salve. Tusk, though, he's in trouble. 3, only actually 1 inside the snowball. It's rolling so slowly. Lazy letting them know he does have the Battle Fury. And the pressure is still being pushed on top. I think they gotta go back at some point. Because they're wasting so much time trying to force that bottom tower. And now Sand King gonna be charging up an Epi. It's gonna be jumping as well. Taking 1, maybe 2. Phoenix is low, getting low. Does not have an Icarus type, but they choose to go on the Tusker as well. Just getting rid of that reinitiation, but nice ultimate off from Queen of Pain. I don't think they're going to be able to bring it down. Bristleback, he's sitting inside the stun range. Has to make it back out. It's getting slowed as well. He should be not exactly gone. And this is a Bristleback we're talking about. They're trying to bring him down. So much damage coming out. Lazy, he's going back in. A bit of a weak stun. Oh, Lazy. Got too far out. But once again, this entire Dire team, they're just dropping too low to fight it. Or to push it. But regardless, a bit of a weak toss, or not weak toss, weak avalanche out from Tiny, so unable to save the Bristleback. He just tanked up so much damage. Oh, Queen of Pain looking for that Sand King. That could have hurt them so much. He just bought back. Now the avalanche as well, not really going to matter all that much. Looks like Tiny is going straight for the Assault Cuirass. I actually kind of like the pickup as well. Because it is going to give him the attack speed, and right there they do need a bit of team fight. It's just the Ember Spirit's Battle Fury just came out super, super late. Way too late. And Tiny bashing down the middle lane. Or bottom lane, excuse me. Now the stun in from Sand King. Are they going to be able to initiate off the back of this? There is a toss available in about 2 seconds. He's waiting for it. Should be able to toss him. There's a blink stun available in about half a second. Looks like they want to bring down the Phoenix. It's probably the better target. Sand King. He's looking. Yep, there it is. That's the Phoenix stun. But no backup, though. Fist and the Queen of Pain coming back in onto Kawaki. He's going to be able to force staff somewhat out. Now the stun, though. It's going to come out and the ultimate. It's going to be able to take him. Fist is going to be working his way onto the bristleback. As mid lane is currently being managed by Lazy. Legend. Not really going to be doing much with those illusions. Oh, Ember jumping and showing off that Battle Fury. Nice bit of damage there coming out. I still think they're wasting too much time. They got to push down the top tower first. I think Radiant might just disregard it. And just say, alright, that's been that run for the top tower. Oh, the Sun now. It might be in a bit of a dangerous position. They're not all hitting it, which is rather unfortunate. Now the Stun's going to come out. Sun as well. Nice team fight. Tiny's going to go down. Plus the Necrophos ult. Abaddon getting burned out. This is a disaster for the Radiant and Bristleback. He's down for 85 seconds. No buyback. If he had it. Lacy's the only one currently sitting there. Is going to let go of at least a sleight of fist. He might get brought down here. Could get it off cooldown. Nope, not going to happen. Charge up from the Sand King is looking for pickoffs. Unable to get the Boar Strike off in time. And should just be trying to make it back out. This might actually mean Rax. It is definitely going to mean Rax. And this is a disaster for the Radiant. Top tower pushing in as well. And bottom tower is pretty much going to manage itself now. I would go for more in this situation, but that's just me. That's just because I'm greedy. Just don't try to go through backdoor protection on this tier 1 mid. Or tier 3 mid. Necrophos getting a blink. Oh, that is a... Wow. What a pickup by Phoenix. An Ethereal Blade. That's gotta hurt. That's gonna hurt the Tiny so much. Because he's going to be unable to get anything off. Or the Bristleback for that matter. So let's see what that is right there. That is, plus 75 in damage. Let's just say that it's 40% increased magic damage. 40% magic damage. Plus the Dagon. Bristle is sitting on way too much magic damage to that actually to be worth it. So let's just take a look at the Tiny. Might be a more valid target. Magic damage resistance 25. He's going to be taking about a 1k. About half his health in a sheer burst to the face. But there's not going to be an amplification with the Sonic Wave because of the Aghanim Scepter. Should actually be pure regardless, I think. Oh, Lazy is going to get stunned up here. Fitz, he's all alone. There is going to be backup now from the Queen of Pain as they're jumping in on the Lazy. He's going to let go of the ultimate as well. Defensive, offensive ultimate coming out from the Sand King. Might be looking to find that last little hit on the Tusk. Is he going to be able to? I don't think so. Now the jump in on the Queen of Pain. They should be able to, yep, bring her down. And that's the Aegis though. That is the Aegis. Now the stun BKB triggered right away as Tusk is going to be reinitiating with a snowball here. That could be quite big. Queen of Pain trying to make it back out. There's the ultimate coming out from Necrophos. Going to be taking down one. And the Necrophos, he's going to be paying with his life in return, but no buyback for the Tiny. And he's going to be down for 90 seconds. Might have been worth it, at least for his life. Queen of Pain, whoa, Lazy, where are you going, my man? They're going to be trying to find her. Legend is going to be jumping in. Oh, what an ultimate. Right to the face. And Lazy, he's now in trouble, though. He doesn't have remnants. He's unable to make it back out. Does have the Apothec Shield. Going to get popped right away. And there's the Queen of Pain going to be coming in for the counter initiation. And death everywhere. As the Queen of Pain turns this around completely. Abaddon looking so weak. Buyback from Ember Spirit. They do have to somehow figure out how to deal with top. Yep, that's Bristleback. He's just going to be taking an ult straight or a Dagon straight to the face. Yeah, I don't think it lasts long enough. Nope, not for the Sun. But yeah, it could also be used defensively, considering the fact that, except for the Sand King, there isn't a whole lot of magic damage coming out. Physical out from Quell Spray, which means that it won't amplify. There is the Avalanche and the Toss. But once that's out, it's of course also the remnants and the flame guard. It could still be used defensively if they can burn all the mana and at least take care of the spirit or the ember spirit and the tiny. There's no more physical damage or magic damage. Oh, the jumping from Sand King on the legend. He might go down here. He's gonna try the doppelganger off to the side. Ember spirit. Trying to make something happen here. Likewise with the bristleback. They're going for this guy. And he's going to go down to the Abad into the mist coil. I think it was at least. Or at least some kind of DOT damage. Perhaps. Phoenix. Oh, so low. So flipping low. Queen of Pain is now going to get stunned up. Does have a second BKB charge. Oh, Sand King ultimate goes to waste. This is the time for the Radiant or the Die to fight. Lacey does not have the Flame Guard or anything like that. He may go down immediately. Phoenix is still alive. She could stun this. Icarus dive into stun. Fitz is in a bit of trouble here. Now perfect Queen of Pain ulti on the 3. Letting go of everything she has. Necrophos taking a double kill with that Heartstopper. Bristleback is in so much trouble on the other side of the fight. Bristleback, or not, Phoenix taking care of the Abaddon. And it's going to be healing up the Tusk here as the fight goes on to Bristleback. And he's just going to try to retreat. Lacey trying to deal with this bottom post right here. And this is very much looking like Dire's game. Slight comeback. Out from the Die, but now they're almost 20k ahead. Or out from Radiant, but now they're almost, 20k ahead. And if we're looking at net worth, that's not going to hit. Oh, nope. It's not going to happen with the chains. But yeah, if we just take a look at the net worth, you can see that currently the Queen of Pain has overtaken the Phoenix, which is not that bad. Phoenix just kind of transitioned in more of a support at this point. Still haven't really figured out why that Ring of Regen was necessary, but oh, Bristol, he's taking so much damage, tanking up all of it. This is not the guy you want to try to deal all your damage to. It's gonna get tossed up, or Walrus Punched, uppercutted, whatever you want to call it. Phantom Lance is actually taking that tier 3, and now they're going to be trying to get him. That should be an easy pickup. Queen of Pain does have an ultimate. Might be able to turn this if they can get them lined up correctly. Looks like they just want to fall back as of right now. But yeah, this Phantom Lancer has had nothing all game. He's got a Mantis style and a Diffusal Blade. That's not what you want from a minute 40 Phantom Lancer. Oh, the snowball is going to go onto Abaddon. I don't think that's the guy I want to target. Fist, you're in so much trouble, my man. Toss onto Lacey. Now the ultimate coming in from Sand King. It's going to be ending the Queen of Pain's life. And now Phoenix. It's going to let go of the stun. They got to hit this. They got to hit the stun. They got to bring it down before it goes. There it is. And now it's the turn of Necrophos. I don't know why he went back in, but he should be gone as well. It's a full 5-man wipe from this Radiant side. Oh, wow. That right there should definitely mean a tier 2, if not a tier 3. They're trying to work their way through backdoor protection. Buyback on most of the Dire heroes. Might force out a couple of buybacks. Phantom Lancer's back. But I don't think it's going to be able to do a whole lot up against the Bristle. It's only got to piss him off. And now Sand King jumping in as well. They got to make sure that they find the right one. And he's going to go down immediately. And this is definitely going to mean Rax. Buyback from the Phoenix. I don't think she's going to be able to solo all this. There is a Tusk back as well. Now double buyback coming out on Necrophos. Queen of Pain holding on to the buyback for now. I don't really know why, because this is the time to shine. Sand King, he's just sitting inside of there. He should not be able to make it back out. Fire Sprite constantly. Oh, yep, he's going to go down. Ethereal Blade. There you go. Alright, so if you launch it onto somebody, it actually does a bit of damage. Twice your primary attribute. Which is lucky for the Sand King, because he hasn't gotten any strength items. Except for the Bracer. So it's about... it's going to be about 300 nuke. And now Phoenix. I think they want to take the racks here. Backdoor protection, yeah, should be available as of right now. Plus the tiny armor. Looks like my soundtrack is trying to play two pieces of music at once. Mr. Bristleback now jumping in, just coming off the rear. This Tusk Snowball is going to jump onto him in about a second. It's going to stun him up, but I don't think it's going to matter all that much. Down the bottom lane, Phoenix trying to deal with the Tiny here. There is the Dagon, but it's not going to be enough. Now the Sun is going to go out. Tiny is going to go the way of the Necrophos, so he's not going to be back up for 100 seconds. Bristleback tanking so much damage. Quill Spray's going out left, right, and center. Queen of Pain, they're trying to work on him. Phoenix now joining in for it. Sand King, he's charging up an ultimate, and this could be big. It's going to get it off on everybody. BKB out from Queen of Pain, going to be keeping her alive. Lazy now joining the fight as well. He's not going to be able to get off that searing change. And both teams, they have lost one, but Radiant as of right now, not looking as solid as Dire. Oh, what a nice ultimate. It's going to be able to burn out the Sand King. And now the heart finally coming out on Bristle, so his HP is going to be ridiculous now. He is a proper tank. 3 and 1.1k HP, 43 minutes, and that's not bad. Lazy. They're waiting to go. They don't have the Sand King initiation. They don't have the Tiny initiation, so this is not exactly a good thing for him. They're just trying to deal with that bottom push. What is Lazy going? He's going for a Scotty. I would usually go for a second Battle Fury, just to have the bigger impact. But then again, we're going to be seeing a fight here. Bristle jumping in on the Phoenix. It's going to be able to bring her down. Ultimate coming up from Queen of Pain, but she's just so low. Bristleback doesn't even give a damn. He's going to be trying to chase down the Phantom Lane, so should be someone successful at it. Nope. The slow's going to come out. And he might get brought down here. Why did I say he might get brought down? He will live it. That was what I was trying to say. There was no way for Dire to reinitiate onto that. Aghanim Scepter is now purchased on Abaddon. Oh. Hold on, I gotta figure out what that Aghanim Scepter does, because that's not a commonly picked up item. Okay, so 30% of all damage your allies take will be directed onto you, and wow, was that an ultimate? That's not been committed. This might actually be big. They got the Tusk down, and they got the Phoenix down. Now it's their chance to push Rax. Queen of Pain still sitting inside the fountain, trying to heal up. Necrophos does have an ulti online. And PL, he's never going to be able to make it back, so yep, there's definitely going to be Rax, but are they looking for more? They could be. I would love to see some greed up from this Radiant team as of this point. Bristle tanking up quite a significant amount of damage. Oh, they're going to find the stacks here. As they should be slowly burning out from the Sand King. He's sitting on 5.7k gold. That is ridiculous. He could buy himself a heart if he wanted to. Lazy is closing in on his Scotty. Usually, you do not go for Scotty and Ember Spirit. You just try to maximize everything you do with your Sleight of Fist. So you get double Battle Fury and crits. Sometimes you do get the crits after the first Battle Fury. Some prefer to do 2 Battle Furies first and then work in the crits. But usually Scotty is your ultra late game item. And Sand King now going to be picking up that Aghanim Scepter, so his ultimate's going to be hurting a lot more now. Like, significantly more. Plus the lower cooldown. So can be using it a lot more aggressively with only the 80-second cooldown on. That's starting to be the death timer of heroes right now. Dire working their way through that Roshan, second Roshan of the day. Next one is Cheese. So Queen of Pain is going to be stealing that. I'm not entirely sure what you were trying to do there, Lazy. I think it was just maybe trying to get a bottle charge. Oh, jump in on the Sand King. They're able to bring him down immediately. This could be actually a very, very big problem for him. He should have buyback. He does 400 in surplus. Legend is going to be TPing bats on middle lane. Going to try to make the wave push because as long as the wave is all the way back there, it's not going to push. So no point in sanking mine back. Queen of Pain. Yep, there is the buyback on sanking. Bristle, he's sitting on 3.2k HP. He's going to be trying to work his way through the Tusk. Lacy now joining the fight. Sanking, is he going to be charging up an ultimate? They're all grouped up nicely now. Not yet. They're fighting on the high ground. As of right now, Phoenix trying to deal with the creep wave. Phenomancer, I feel so bad for this guy. Nothing's been working out for him this game. He doesn't even have most CS. He barely has any items. His net worth is below both Bristle and Tiny's. It's just not been his game. Necrophos is even he himself working his way into a Scotty. I'm not exactly sure what he's trying to do with that, but I would just say Bloodstone. Bloodstone, my man, Bloodstone. Just play a bit more passively, get a Bloodstone, and then you'll be set for late game. That's the late game that's about to approach with minute 50. I mean, it all depends on how you think late game, but with this farm rate on every single hero, I would say that late game is initiating in about 1 minute. Now the jump in on the from Sand King is going to be unable to get a whole lot of its damage off. Phoenix Sun is going to come out. Fitz just trying to do whatever work he can inside of there. And they're not going to be able to bring down the Phoenix. Quad stun onto everybody. Borrow time triggered by Abaddon. It's going to be able to return some of that HP back down to him. And Tiny is going to be biting the bullet here. Abaddon trying to make something happen. Unable to. Bristle tanking so much of the damage. Tiny has bought back. Is he going to be able to come back in fast enough? I don't think so. Does not have a blink dagger. Now he's showing his face. Avalanche on a Phoenix. It's going to be bringing the bird down. And now they're turning their attention towards Fist. This has definitely just gone the other way. Necrophos gonna go out as well. Queen of Pain doesn't have a blink for another 2 seconds, and that's gonna be her death. Legend might actually fall as well. Tiny on the hunt. Is not gonna be able to find it. There's the toss though. It's gonna bite him in the ass with those solutions. Team wipe out from the Radiant. And Tiny snowballing. What a play. Essentially just going to be TPing back into the fountain to heal up. And that's going to be a tier 4 gone. What a game so far by this Tiny. Well, it's not exactly been good, but what a fight by him. Holy hell. That was something else. Instant buyback. Had he had a blink dagger there, he would have been able to reinitiate a lot faster, but still just coming in and bashing everybody down. Sand King does even have an epicenter as he's getting back in, so that's pretty much his mission as of right now. Get the epicenter and get as much damage out as possible, and if you die, that's fine. I mean, that's not a problem. Tiny's going to be working his way up that middle lane. Might actually go in for some jungle camps. Nope, just going to be backing out. So he does have the BKB on the way, and that's going to work miracles for him. It's going to be avoiding the Tusk stun. I don't know if Phoenix Sun actually goes through BKB. It should say on it, but I don't know if it actually does. It is magic damage, so it shouldn't. But yeah, the only thing that can really penetrate is the Queen of Pain Sonic Wave. Necrophos has now completely been nullified. Like, instantly nullified. At least in terms of getting the Tiny. Fist is going to be able to snatch the invisibility right in front of Tiny. I feel he still needs a Yasha. Or maybe just turn it into an S and Y just for that extra movement speed. S and Y or Match Style. One of those two. Lazy now has the Scotty done. I would love to see a second Battle Fury coming out. Just for that 65% cleave once he's jumping in. Because he's doing damage right now. And those illusions might actually work in his favor. Not really going to be able to do that much damage. Slaughter Fist. Gonna be cleaning up the waves, and I think this Radiant team, they might just be waiting for the next big engagement and going straight mid. And this next big engagement might come in a couple of seconds here. Phoenix is gonna Ethereal Blade herself, does have the Shiva's guard. As Crimson is also picked up on Bristle. Or was picked up a while ago. Might be active soon, sorry. He does have Pipe and the Crimson Guard, so that's definitely going to work in his team's favor in terms of dealing with all this damage coming out. It's basically the same item, just built from two different things. And they do two completely different things. In essence, it's basically the same item. Queen. Oh, this is problematic for her. She's actually taking a lot of damage, sinking. Charging up an ultimate. I don't think it's going to be fast enough. He's unable to blink. Was cancelled. Boar Strike. Unable to do anything with that ultimate. Sun is going to maybe be a quad stun here. Queen of Pain letting go of that ultimate. And now they're going to be jumping onto this tiny... Oh, the ultimate is actually going to miss the Bristleback. Unable to bring him down. Stunned from the Sand King. Bristle is going to get brought down, but he's just tanked so much damage. So there's no damage left. Phoenix is going to be finding that tiny. He does not have buyback. Buyback from Bristle. They're trying to bring down Phoenix, and they're able to. Nuclear Platypus, the only one able to somewhat make it back out, but they pushes though. They got to deal with this. Top lane's in trouble. Lacey, I don't think that was necessary for its CP right there. But yeah, they're unable to push. Next fight then, because they got to deal with this push first. They got to make sure they don't lose too much, and that's a tasty creep wave right there. But yeah, he should definitely... Lacey, you should be definitely working into some crits now. If you're looking to play Ember Spirit more, work crits and just a lot of Battle Furies. Because they do stack. Nuclear Platypus, he's sitting there with an Invis rune that's about to run out. This is actually dangerous territory to be in. So Lacey's pushing in that top lane. Might want to pop down a Remnant just so he can get back. And the middle tower is once again gonna take some form of rather much damage. Roshan back up in a minute and a half. That might be a crucial pickup for this dire side. But if we actually look at the graphs here for a second, take a look at that value right there. Boom, down into 20k, straight back up to basically nothing, and then back down to 10k. And then that last fight just popped it back just a bit. Experience is situated on the Radiant side because they're just surviving the team fights. A lot, with a lot more heroes. That's Bristle. He's got a plate mail. Oh, I'm hoping that that's a Shiva's. Oh, Sand King. Yep, they got to pause for this. This is not a hero you want to be stuck behind when that final fight is going to be coming up soon. And there it is. They're back. They're all back and they're all ready to go. I have a life too. Yeah, it's a minute. I gotta agree with Lacey there. That's I mean, if you play Dota, you don't have a life. Then you're doing something wrong with your life. Dota is gonna suck up your soul. Gaben has corrupted my soul already. Which is why I'm sitting here talking to you guys right now, or basically just sitting and screaming at a computer screen. I was told by the almighty Gaben that this was my task. This was what my life was going to amount to. Queen of Pain, she does have the Scythe of Ice going for it, plus the BOTs for the split push. Roshan's back up in about 15 seconds. Necrophos is saving money for buyback. That's very, very clever. He does need that second ultimate orb for that Scotty, which I still don't know why he's getting. Because that's not his item to get. He's playing position 4. And you don't get Scotty at position 4. You get Bloodstone or a Refresher if you find farm. Other than that, you just get wards. Dusk is the lowest farmed hero in the entire game. That's no big surprise, as he's not exactly a carry. Abaddon is going to be trying to deal with this top push. So this might be the fight. They're all smoked up. They're all ready to go here. They're going to be fighting uphill. Senking going to be jumping in. Does not want to let go of his ultimate just yet, and that's very, very understandable. Bringing down the Phoenix. They got to focus the Sun. They got to make sure that the Sun goes down. Senking, you got to charge up your ultimate, my man. And he's going to do just that. Stunning from Phoenix, but now on everybody comes the ultimate. It's going to bring down at least one, but dropping the Phoenix low again. Tusk is in so much trouble as well, and he's going to get brought down. Now they turn their attention towards the Queen of Pain. Buyback on Phoenix. Necrophos is going to go down as well. Phoenix, or Queen of Pain, if they can get some kind of stun off on her. No, they won't. But this is a disaster. There's a haste rune. They got to make sure to get it before she does. Yep, there it is. Senking haste rune, and that's going to be one that Queen of Pain. It's going to be jumping on the high ground. Phoenix is back in. They might want to turn their attention towards her, actually. She's going to be trying to make it back up onto the high ground, but won't be able to. It's the stun on her. Phoenix, you are in trouble, my girl. Not entirely sure if it's a girl or guy. Yep, just straight for the throne. That's exactly what they got to do at this point. 58 minutes. How's the buyback situation looking? They got one on Necro and one on PL. But I don't think it's going to matter at this point. They don't have the Phoenix, and they're just getting out late gamed at this point. They're not going to be able to fight with this two heroes. And they're just burning through those tier 3s. Queen of Pain ult is going to go out. Not really going to be for much effect. So it's going to get sucked up by the pipe. Lazy. It's actually a creep that's going to get turned into a pig. Disaster play from Queen of Pain. Legend is back. Fitz is back. This might be the last fight. Second Battle Fury picked up by Ember Spirit. It's now going to let it rip. Abaddon has been triggered for a time. There's the ultimate as well. Now Senking coming in with a beautiful ultimate. Picking off at least 2 because of that. And this is GG. It's over. There's nothing left to do for this dire side, who just got out late gamed. Phantom Lancer could have done it, but he got nothing this game. And that's exactly what this Radiant team emphasized on. They just completely out late gamed. And that's Senking. Holy hell, some ultimates he pulled off. And it's doing his little victory dance right there. If you can see it up in the, right next to the highlighted building right there. I want to take a look at these assists. Only 24 by Senking, but I was actually expecting more. But nice overall game out from Radiant. Did struggle a lot in the early game. But they weren't actually supposed to win that early game because you do have the Tusk, Queen of Pain, Necrophos were early fighters. Phoenix as well, who was a very, very early fighter. And then Phantom Lancer was supposed to take off in the late game, but he never really actually took off. But nevertheless, thank you all so much for watching. I'm sorry, I'm slightly sick, and I don't want to try to clear my nose with any kind of medication because it gives me a headache. So hopefully you can put up with my bit of a weird voice today. But thank you all so much for watching, and see y'all next time. Bye-bye.